Max Hopp and Ricardo Pietreczko, the only Germans to have run
99.
PDC ranking titles. Max, of course, won his first on the Euro Tour, added a floor title to that as well. Even Max Hopp didn't win back-to-back Euro Tour titles. And no other German player has managed to win a title of any sort in the senior ranks
77.
of the
Johnny
PDC.
require 102.
Yeah, a couple have gone close, but no cigar. 42 away. Now then, Johnny, is this your moment to get involved? Yes, it is.
Johnny Clayton.
That might just be the spark that he was looking.
Winner of this one to face either Luke Littler or Jermaine Watermaner, both searching for a first semi-final on the Euro Tour.
100.
Littler, because it's his very first one.
Yeah, Watermaner playing in his first quarter-final in Europe since Denmark in the summer of 2019.
60.
Struggles to make the final day, does Jermaine? Really has been something he's laboured with over the past 5 years or so.
96. Johnny require 156.
Well, the legs keep going by in this game, and Johnny Clayton doesn't seem to be getting much better,
60.
if at all.
Ricardo, you
The average is
require
still low 80s,
154.
and he's only had 4 darts at double.
$97. Johnny require 96.
It's a double-double as you try and go over it. He does, and he does it well for double 8.
80.
It is a 5th darter double for
Ricardo,
Johnny
you
Clayton,
require 57.
but he has only been successful once. It's just not happening for the Ferret.
Yeah, I really expected him to address this sooner or later, but just not happening for Johnny Clayton right now. That said, he may still return
37.
here because Pietreczko once again has been
Johnny
far from
require
convincing
16.
himself. But these simply have to go, Johnny. There is no excuse. Double 4.
Game from the 6th
A
leg.
reprieve
Johnny Clayton.
for the number 9 seed.
7th leg.
And
On today or yesterday. Just not there, is it? And there's no obvious reason as to why.
No.
$91.
Yeah, and Johnny Clayton, he's going to have to do something on the Pietreczko throw sooner or later, as once again that first dart has let him down. He's recovered with the second and the third.
135. Ricardo, you require 130.
But again, Pietreczko has breathing space and he's not under pressure, but the question is whether he can be more ruthless on his finishing.
I like it. I like it a lot. Double 8.
122.
Nice use of the board from 130. You usually see players on the treble 20, but with a Clayton not on a finish, he could do what he likes. And he does like that bottom left corner of the board. Double 16, double 8.
100.
Now 162 for Clayton, so another helping hand for Pietreczko. Don't know what he was thinking about there, but
I don't think he was
Ricardo,
thinking,
you
Rob.
require 8.
Bends the wire. Threatens it again. Changes the angle of attack. And
Game
pins the
from
double.
the 7th
5-2.
leg. Ricardo Pietreczko,
Surely it is a
wait,
matter of get a bit awkward. They wanted to go treble 13 for double top. However, you only get the single. Then it's a bit of a struggle to then leave
95.
yourself for double straight
Johnny
away.
require
However,
41.
Johnny Clayton, single 9, double 16. Oh my word, he's at the big 14.
7 for double 10. Oh no, he's gone for 3 for double 12. Oh, what a
29.
mess there. I mean, he just
Ricardo,
lost himself
you
a dart
require
from the word go.
137.
Even when things are going well, they start going wrong. Mind you, Ricardo's had a look at that, thought it seemed fun, joined in on the act.
$40. Johnny, you require 12.
Well, let's see what happens here with double 6. Going the wrong way, Johnny.
6.
And he's left himself double 3 if Pietreczko can not wrap things up now.
Ricardo, you
Well, this could be
require
over in 2
97.
darts. Ricardo looks reluctant to take this victory. But he has just taken it, and he's taken it very, very well. They look embarrassed, the pair of them. But Ricardo Pietreczko shouldn't be. Not for very long.
I just think with Littler sometimes, you know, it doesn't matter where he plays. You could stick him on the dark side of the moon and he'd probably still throw a 2+ average.
Oh, don't tell his publicist that. We'll get him doing it.
140.
That would be something. Darts on a different vessel.
Lunar Luke Littler.
Don't worry, that'll be in the papers tomorrow.
Jermaine, you require 106.
106. These, I mean, it's got to the stage where Wasserman is going to have to take out these surplus checkouts just to give him some impetus,
Luke, you
really.
require 160.
Now then, this would be a showstopper from Littler. Gets the second part, tops.
Going from the second leg.
Luke Littler
Luke Littler.
with another illustration and a nice acknowledgement from Jermaine Wasserman.
Has to find a break at some point.
Yeah, we've had a real contrast in styles in our first two quarter-finals of the night so far. There is a second 180 of the match. And it's the first for Luke Littler.
76.
His 18th of the weekend.
Still wrapping my head around the fact that this is his debut. However, he's already had brilliant performances on debut. How about making it just like Bahrain and getting a 9?
Well, he's had one in the World Series, he's had one on the Pro Tour, and the one that he wants on the Euro Tour will have to wait. But for how much longer, you might have to ask yourself.
101.
You know those chants for strikers? He scores wherever he goes. What about he hits 9s wherever he goes?
It's, I wouldn't be surprised if he found one somewhere along the way. But look at this. 10 darts are incoming, 11 darts will do.
Going from the fourth leg, Luke Littler.
I was well aware of what he might be up against, but this is just the most brutal illustration.
I'm not sure Jermaine's got what it takes to win this game. He's had a stunning weekend. He's making his second quarter-final on the European Tour, which is a great piece of progression after what's happened the last few seasons.
Yeah, and I tell you
However,
what,
but this is a very different kettle of fish.
Yeah, I tell you what, the tournament average high that we witnessed being broken twice yesterday
140.
is under threat once again. Harrison with 107, then Humphries with 110. Littler is above that mark already.
134.
Yeah, if he gets to 111 high and beyond that, tournament record,
136.
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But at the minute, he's actually taking the average up.
Yeah. I mean, Wasserman is posting some good visits here, but he is struggling for breath right now. Tops for Littler, 14 darter, on we go. The average is maintained.
You might as well just come hither. I know that was a really bad visit of 99,
134.
but he could be 6 darts away from putting in one of those performances that really does deserve headlines.
94.
Yeah, 94, treble 18 with his final dart. Keeps him on course.
100.
And
Luke, you require 128.
Littler given a huge helping hand, ushered towards the finish line in this one.
88.
Almost annoyed that he didn't get a shot at double 10 there. And you think that he probably was going to hit that if he did.
He just wanted that flourish at the end, didn't he? Just to put the icing on the cake. Great approach by Wasserman. It keeps him alive for now, but for how much longer? Double 10 required.
30.
Well,
Jermaine, you require 40.
an unexpected slip-up by Luke Littler on double 10. Wasserman once again. This for a break of throw. Has to go, Jermaine.
No score.
That could be that. Call it in, Paul.
Luke, you require 10.
That should be that. He did have a chance. But we'll never know what he would have done with it after that, because Luke Littler tonight in the quarterfinals was just too good. Just short.
That bit of upstairs.
And Cross seems to be finding himself in some really nice positions in this game.
Because he's averaging about 15 points more than Ryan Searle at the minute.
Yeah, that'll do it.
130.
Yeah, Searle in his game with Humphries earlier on was just superb at times, even through adversity. But at the minute, you just get the feeling that Cross is just soaking up everything that Ryan's got. Now 72 with 2 here. This is a 50-50 call. Might persevere with a 60. It's going to be 6s. The halfway point in 2 breaks.
Yeah, for the third leg.
Lethal.
Rob Cross.
106 average. Well, it was until he had double six. Yet again, Cross has got a better position because the 105 average is being maintained, and that was a fully fledged bouncer.
Robbie requires 62.
Yeah, they weren't quite like those ones he had earlier, I don't think, but he will be a little bit concerned. He'll be more concerned by the scoreline, which might be about to turn into 4-0 for Rob Cross.
58.
You definitely need 3 darts in the board for this. 54 needed. Really is trying to swim uphill 56. In this game. Hasn't had a dart at double yet. 4. And Rob has had 7. He's about to get his 8th.
9 and 10 if he needs it.
Yeah,
he doesn't. It is 4-0, and it is turning into a rout here.
It's something that won't worry Rob because he's got no idea what the numbers are. But he will feel, based on the calls from the referee, that things are getting a bit better for the long-haired assassin.
140.
Well, all of a sudden, Ryan Searle looks dangerous again. But Cross has been in this high 90s average all the way through the tournament. You expect him. This is the level you're expecting from Rob Cross nowadays, unless he does something mad and averages way over a ton in a brilliant display. But he's kind of got this really strong base level.
You've almost got to find your formula between the last 16 and the last 8.
56.
We've always said that the last 8 match is the hardest one, because it's an awkward gap between the 2 sessions. This is double 4.
73.
He'll be back. But maybe the secret to doing so brilliantly in the last 8 is to watch the football and have 20 minutes of practice, according to Luke Littler. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. That's
96.
just him doing him.
8.
Double 2. 1. Well, he went for it, and ultimately he's going to go back to double 4. There was a case for deliberately busting it, which is what he didn't. I think he just really attacked it.
Where have we seen someone miles in front and missing lots of darts for a double to save a match potentially, and then losing the leg and the match? Oh, that's right. It was a couple of years ago with MVG and Highbrett. And it's happening here.
Robbie requires 6.
This one's going to hurt if Cross takes this.
He was working his way back into this match. Double 19, it'll have to be. Oh, very nicely recovered from Rob Cross. You see exactly what's happened. He moved slightly to the right to avoid the marker dart. He'd thrown it down that line and hit double 1.
Played in a great spirit.
He seems genuinely sort of touched by his reception, Gerwyn Price, this weekend. He's spoken quite warmly about the fans and the crowd. It's quite nice to see.
I needed 140, but mistakes are needed now. And with Rob on 176 and at least 6 darts for it, I fancy a match dart could be found. He should get that shot now.
Well, if Ryan Searle had been at it from the start, Rob Cross might not have been allowed to just go about his business and seemingly be untroubled in this game.
Robbie requires 76.
And there could be some way to go yet, but it could be done in 2 darts, and Rob Cross is in another Euro Tour semi-final. Double 8. It is done in 2 darts, and Rob Cross ends Heavy Metal's hopes. He is one of the 4 men. He's been throwing some brilliant stuff in the Premier League and at the UK Open. Was on a big stage. That was at the World Match Play back in 2019. Real thriller of a game as well. Went to extra legs. Sudden death decider, 13-12. Stephen Bunting's fame.
Talking of deciding legs, Dan, which we were yesterday, when he had that 6-5 win against Josh Rock, extending that sequence. Let's see if we have the opportunity to test that once again. Gerwyn Price will be hoping it doesn't go that far. They'll want to take charge of this one early doors.
130.
Yeah, we saw him miss that double for the 116 check out in the opening leg bunting, and he's only got 1 ton plus finish this weekend. It's a 142, but he has been very good at the mid-range finishes. 80, 81, 85. Those ones have been going. May not get a go at the 120 because Price once again hits tops.
The leg is Stephen to the reverse.
Gets off and running in leg 4. Can't find the 4th perfect dart. Switches to good effect with the 2nd dart on treble 19 and the 3rd as well. This is more like it. Maybe Stephen Bunting, having got that leg on the scoreboard, is just settling into this one.
434.
Price first to a finish, but you'd rather be in Bunting's position from here.
$437.
Yeah, especially now.
50. $56. Stephen, you require 50.
So 10 for tops or 18 for double 16. It's the latter. And it's straight in. 11 darter Stephen Bunting, and after a sluggish couple of legs to start the game, I don't want to let him get back into the match and get on some kind of a roll.
Yeah, where he's clenching his fist and celebrating with gusto on the side of the stage. He's not really had too many opportunities to do that. Bunting just feeling the heat a little bit. It is very warm out on that stage. Rob Cross was dripping with sweat earlier
81.
after his quarter-final win.
Well, Gavin Price is about to get his first darts at double for 4 legs. He has had 2 darts at tops. He has pinned them both. Can he remember where it is?
87. Going to require 40.
Yeah, what is that was the question from Stephen Bunting. It's not enough to get down to a finish, and it's enough to allow Gerwyn Price to step in and pick up the loose change. Best leg of the night in leg 3 when Bunting had the 13 darter, or in leg 4 when he had the 11 darter, or in leg 5 with the 14 darter. Wasn't given the opportunity, but if he can create those opportunities,
81.
then it's, I think, there for the taking for Gerwyn Price. And already he's taken a degree of control in this leg as well on throw. And that 5-3 scoreline psychologically can be so telling.
I think it's got to be a maximum. And he delivers. What a visit that is from Stephen Bunting. His third 180 gets him to a 2-darter. Anything less than that, and it would have been a real tall order for him. Price gives himself what should be 2 darts at tops, and he only needs 1 in this game, so this has got to go. Treble 16.
84. Going to require 50.
Does the perfection continue on double top for Gerwyn Price? It is flawless. He is not just hitting it, he is hitting it pretty much at the exact micron he is going for.
Could well wrap up this quarter-final with perfection on the finishing, and with a very healthy average to boot as well.
And he's not even played that well in the scoring phase of the game. It's just his double top hitting has been perfect. Oh, he's making a run for it. Back-to-back ton 40s. Gerwyn Price really is turning the screw. It is already the closest game we've had in the quarterfinals tonight. But Gerwyn Price is potentially a couple of visits away from moving through to the semis. And it's looking more likely now that he's going to get there.
83.
Well, he needed 1 big treble. He's got that, but it's nowhere near enough given the other 2 darts that he threw. Another ton 40. A little bit of a deflection on the way through there, I thought, but well, he'll take that, I suppose. 136 plays 193.
Well, Gerwyn Price can leave tops from 136, and I think he's going to try and do it. It'll be 48-48 double top. So on the 16s, or is he looking up? He is looking up, and he stays there. Oh,
Well, it was a very aggressive move and a very bold one as well.
Stephen, you require 16.
Double 4 plays double 8. Bunting on strike first to keep himself alive in this quarter-final. A place in the semis up for grabs, and Bunting still targeting that place against Roy. Oh, that was a loose one.
99.
Just the one, not enough really to take full control. Depends what Price does here. Another treble-less visit, and I think Bunting may well be encouraged once again. And
59.
it is a mere 59 for Gerwyn Price to leave 191. There's not much between them in this one, but this is maybe where Bunting can take control. He can take the lead and he can get down to a finish. That's more like it from Stephen Bunting. In control now. Or is he?
all of a sudden the trebles have arrived for Gerwyn Price, but the damage might already have been done.
430, sir.
Again, he leaves himself in a position where he should get 2 darts at tops, and it's whether Stephen Bunting can take his chance. A couple of legs ago he couldn't, when he had 100. This, he should at least be guaranteed a dart. Only be one. And it's the target that Price has hit all game. And Bunting can't get it. Price owns it tonight. Does he win it on tops?
2 darts in hand for Gerwyn Price. You would fancy him on tops, but he has to go to double 10. And Gerwyn Price, I think, will be breathing a big sigh of relief to come through that one, because Stephen Bunting was threatening there. My goodness me, that could have been a very tense final leg for Gerwyn Price.
Evenings that we've ever seen.
Petrescu only registering 80, and Littler stepping in to punish with, again, that was a 200-yard drive to within 3 feet of the pin. That was 87.08.
He does like the
15
odd finish, but there's a lot of method in that madness. But this, at the minute, is just Littler getting better than what he did in the quarterfinals. Backstage during that last quarterfinal, sitting down within about
Maximise
10 minutes,
his chill time then,
yeah, 10 minutes before the end of the last game. Right, okay, I'll just go and loosen up again. He knows how to do this.
Well, 97 was remaining there.
76. Ricardo, you require 160.
It looks effortless at times. Well, Petrescu for a potential game changer.
I think there's been some dart players who've had chance, but it will only be a matter of time before they start chanting, Luke Littler, he does what he wants.
He's bending the wire there on 3 occasions. Can't believe he's not found a way through with any of those. I used the word game changer there. I meant to use the word mood changer, I think, for Petrescu. All smiles, Littler. Now then, Petrescu for a leg on the scoreboard. Needs this. Gets it.
The third leg.
That's huge. This weekend we're yet to see him leave 111, because people who have been following Littler for the last couple of years know what he likes to do in that shot. He likes to go bull 11 bull.
97.
Petrescu left a bad number there, and it could be bad news for him. Oh, he went for tops bull. I'm loving that.
82. Ricardo, you require 66.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big target, the double 20, so percentage-wise, maybe, I mean, people will see that as one of 2 things. But, yeah, I think there's a percentage value to playing that shot.
Let me put it this way. You've got 90 left. What's the...
$134.
I mean, that's all he can do, just keep himself in the frame, keep himself involved. Can't find the treble 20 that would have left the bullseye.
85.
Gets the bullseye for good measure anyway to leave tops once again. Petrescu looking at 80.
Oh, even he's going double-double with 3 darts now. But look at the gain he's got.
Ah, beautiful. Really effective play, really effective use of that guide as well.
Prize money to cushion his way through to a possible match play in the summer. Luke's got to keep pushing for that, because he's got only half a season to get there, whereas Ricardo's race for Blackpool started last August.
Yeah, it's a much more of a work in progress.
39. Luke, you require 65.
Makes it interesting. Littler, how's he fixed on 65? Similar route to glory once again. Treble 15, double 10. Carbon copy from Luke Littler. 5. 24. 180s.
I think he's going to get more than 30.
100.
I see him getting through this game. He only needs 1.5 more legs to be very, very good. And if he's up against Cross or Price in the final, that could be easily.
I've got to say,
14 legs.
Was it Michael Smith with the record for the Euro Tour? 27 in one weekend?
Sounds about right.
I'll double check, but if that is the case, if that still stands, it certainly did. If that still stands, that is under threat. Anyway, tops here for Littler for 6-3 to move within one of the match, and it's double 10 once again.
315s. That would do a lot of damage. Now that benchmark is 40 or below.
59.
14, 14, 12 is 40 darts. We've seen 39s and 38s this weekend.
98.
But at the minute, Littler is playing so well with a little bit of angst, as if to say, do you know what, I've had enough of this semi-final now. Can I just go and sit down for 10 minutes and then I'll play a final? He plays this game like a video game, and maybe we all should.
Yeah, a video game sometimes on the second setting. I mean, look at the chasm here as well. He's got all the time in the world. By the way, yeah, Michael Smith, 27 180s in Zwolle. 26 by Devin Peterson 1 year as well. Anyway, here we go. One more of those. Tops for the match.
52.
The celebrations remain on hold.
That's because he wanted to win the match on double 10.
Once again.
Yeah, Devin Peterson was a big 180 hitter when he won the German Darts Championship in 2020.
60. Luke, you require
Littler
20.
might break that and other records.
Yeah, it's double 10 once again for a fourth successive leg. He wraps it up with a 16 darter, an average of 104.25, very much in keeping with his weekend as a whole, and on his European Tour debut.
Players are doing that now from 261. Ignoring the 19 is exactly the right thing to do.
The 167 won't go. How about the 170 for Gerwyn Price? And where will Rob Cross be?
97.
Well, takes a chunk out of it.
170.
First start high in the 60. That's what he wanted, but he doesn't get it.
100. Robbie requires
Level
70.
pegging in the leg. Price missed a dart to hold in the last leg, and Rob Cross stepped in. He is hoping that voltage returns the favour.
Double 16.
38. You require
He's
70.
insinuating that that dart was fishtailing through the air. Oh, that's a nice accident. If that had been a 6, it would have been harder. Now, it's tops, which he wanted in the first place.
30.
So close,
Robbie require 32.
but not good enough for the Iceman.
We have a little bit of daylight in this semi-final, and Rob Cross.
144.
Price hasn't really got that first dart clicking, even though he's averaging close to 100. That's quite
Robbie
frightening.
require 124.
It means that dart 2 and dart 3 are pretty good.
Another chance of a 12 darter. It's a real chance now. 14 second. Leaves the bullseye for 4-1.
82.
Again, doesn't seem happy with how that's travelled.
Yeah. Double 11 for Price. You don't see him over here very often.
57.
That's why,
Robbie
when you're
requires
practicing, no matter what
42.
level you're at, you practice every double, because you just never know when you're going to need it.
Well, an even better chance for a 4-1 lead for Rob Cross. Okay, double 9 it'll have to be. Dragged that into the 7s. Oh, superbly done. And ultimately, it didn't work out. But Gerwyn Price has an opportunity here to break back.
Nothing is by accident when it comes to Price's game plan. He's figured out
92.
the dartboard,
Robbie require
and he's evolved over the
141.
years. Everything he does is because of a plan.
Go to the bullseye now. Yeah, I do like this route. It's the same route that Go and Price will often go for 1-4-1.
72.
Got to get something to click. And the doubles aren't clicking. They are so high
Robbie require
for one of his
52.
favourite targets. He is puzzled.
No issue about it missing inside there. He just nowhere near. It was only a couple of minutes ago I was saying this is going to be a close game. It might not be. 8-8, and Rob Cross is in danger of running away with this.
36.
So close.
Both of them
Robbie
were.
require 24.
Don't expect him to miss again. Getting closer. There it is. There you go. Whenever you need a little bit of inspiration, just look up. That's what humans do. But how about looking to the audience? Because all of the European events. But there's got to be some sort of close to 100% number that says he's going to Risa in April.
Just pop over to East Germany and pick up me £30,000. Thank you very much. Here he comes. Right, he's roaring. He's scoring. And he's threatening to get back on level terms.
This game has gone into overdrive and I can't get enough of it. Ross is probably thinking, where are my fans? Make your voices heard if you don't mind. Double 19. Oh, now. If Rob finds 420s here and double 16, he might celebrate himself.
This might throw up a little roadblock in the Gerwin-Price resurgence. Now, you would advocate moving elsewhere. But Rob Cross doesn't, and he finds the treble 20. Leaves double 16. And he takes it out, and the head drops from Gerwin-Price just when it looked like he was roaring back to...
Those misses of the 10 that Gezzy's had, a lot of them have been really costly. Not the kind of misses where you're getting a second back of the cherry. Missing things like 12s repeatedly. Just hasn't done him any favours.
Another in there. Whoa, well, I'm not sure it was going to make it, but it did clip a bit of the flight, didn't it? Now, this is awkward. He'll get one dart at tops. But no, he won't. One at double 4 doesn't work. And did he want that?
Robbie require 40.
I think only he knows. I don't think I've ever seen him do that on purpose. I've seen Rob do that a few times, though. 6-3 across. He may be the person taking on Littler in this final tonight. Price needs 4 straight legs. Otherwise, it's not going to be the Belgian double for him just yet.
Ross looking to set this up, which he will to a certain extent.
97.
That'll do. Price can't leave a finish from 3-4-2. And when he left it, he went to the back of the stage and thought to himself, because his facial expression told everything, I'm not sure I'm going to get myself out of this one.
For a spot in the final. Couldn't get the treble 18.
98.
But he will come back with match darts to beat Gerwin-Price and book his place in another Euro Tour final, a 9th European Tour final.
Robbie required 32.
Consistency personified all week. Has not averaged 100 in any game, but has been mid to high 90s the whole time. And he's done this plenty of times, Dan. From the right-hand side, he's probably thrown this from 8'1".
16.
Match dart missed. He hasn't put Price away just yet. Double top for the Iceman to stay in it. But he can't do it. And this time, surely Rob Cross sets up our final.
16.
Luke the Nuke Littler awaits. And it is Voltage whom he will face. Rob Cross overcomes Gerwin-Price.
With 3 ton-plus checkouts along the way.
140.
Now, does he get a look at that 117? He's not scoring at the same sort of level as he has in these other games tonight. His first 9 is currently at 93, being about 20 points minimum above that over the course of the night. But double 16 for Cross.
72.
Missed, giving Littler a chance to rediscover the lead at 2-1.
Luke, you require 117.
Well, let's see how he fares with this, because Cross is lurking with intent.
77. Robbie requires
Does what he wants.
32.
Did that in the previous game. Not sure Ricardo liked it very much.
Yeah, plenty will be said and plenty will be written about that. That was a bit of a loose one, as Cross acknowledges there. So just having to readjust here for double 8, and now having to readjust onto the other side of the board for double 4 for a break of throw. And Rob Cross has the early advantage, leads by 2 legs to 1.
That is going to be the case. Another bullseye. 2 bulls missed for one of the best bull hitters in the game.
Yeah, the first ball that he missed in leg 4 led to Cross opening up a 3-1 lead, but that missed Darter at bull might not have too much of an impact.
135.
I think, based on what I've seen from him the last couple of years, if his double 10s are working, usually everything else is. And that's a good sign.
Yeah, well, he won his lose Littler.
Somebody's cooking now. But we know that Rob Cross does have the ability to maintain a 107 average. Yes, the best example of that was when he won the world title in the final against Taylor. But more recently, when he played Gary Anderson at the Masters last season,
57.
he could maintain more than 107 over this kind of format. Just because they're in that 103 to 105 range at the minute, don't think that those averages are going to come down. They could even get higher.
Yeah, and then you'd be looking at,
60.
well, in Littler's case, you'd be looking at the string of some plus averages that he's been able to produce, the exception being the Ratajski match when it was a respectable 97 anyway.
100.
And there's a 140 just to keep that average ticking over as well, down to 43. This would be the break of throw to get back on terms and back on throw in this match.
That third dart from Littler, it wasn't even sitting in his grip rate. He still hit a 60.
132. Luke, you require 43.
Fixing it on the fly.
Yeah, single 3 for tops. Double 10, won't mind this.
Game from the stick flag.
Bad news for Rob, that.
Littler.
From Rob Cross, averaging 115 from 2 to 4. Then 107 in a burst from Littler
100.
with 14, 15, 13. Yeah, this is a proper final.
So both players have enjoyed a 3-leg burst so far. Now, it's all about the third passage of play in this final.
Let's say that Cross goes 3 in a row now.
85.
He goes to 6-4. And then Littler goes 3 again. He goes to 7-6. We'd take that.
I'm sure we would.
Not sure Rob would.
134.
He'd like to be 6-4 up, but if you were to offer him 7-6 down right now, he'd say, no thank you.
55. Robbie require 134.
He's got options here. He doesn't like the 17, so he's not going to use that route. This is going to be sipping from the traditional cup. He's going to leave tops.
94.
He'd have the option of 51, 51, 32, but he despises the 17 section. He just leaves it alone.
91. Robbie required 40.
Well, again, I mean, the likelihood is Littler will lose this leg, but still he wants to give himself the opportunity. Okay, like I say, he's lost the leg, but such a great attitude from Littler, time after time after time. To regroup, I suppose it depends on what sort of semi-final you've had.
I think they've got more exposure to that kind of thing as well these days, with Premier League, European Tours, World Series, multiple games in a night. Yeah, it's just another day at the office.
Might be time to spare a thought for Lucas Weinig as well, by the way, who was on the verge of a 4-0 lead against Rob Cross in his opening match yesterday. Just hit the buffers. Littler applies the pressure, 106. Cross looking at 134.
Oh, he's had a slip dart. That slipped right out of his hand. That was for the 54.
That was for the 54. He's hit a single 6.
That doesn't happen very often. His first season on tour, he had a few of those. Great recovery, though.
Yeah, great recovery.
Slipped in his fingers, you can see. Does it hurt him in the game? Maybe not.
65. Rob, you require 8.
That was one of Littler's flatty darts, by the way. That didn't slip out of his hand.
Well, Rob Cross, despite the slip out of the hand, is staring at the incentive of a 6-4 lead in the final that would leave him 2 away from a second European Tour title, but it's not to be for the former world champion just yet. Littler with a reprieve. Now he's looking at tops once again.
Oh, it's right in the corner.
Sneaks in. Yeah, I think it could so easily have been 6-4. Littler still hanging in there and finds parity once again, and just look where it might take him, Paul.
77.
Sounds like an ABBA song, slipping through his fingers. That could have been 3 straight legs for Rob Cross for a second time in this final. The fact that he's been stopped now means we've got 1 set of darts to see who wins this tournament. And it's on! He's got the awkward treble 19 out the way. If he gets the first 60, double 12 might just be on for a 9 in the final.
Well, he has threatened this 6 perfect darts, 7 perfect darts this weekend. Is this the moment in the final itself? It may well be the moment for Luke Littler. The 9-dart perfection in the final on his European Tour debut. And once again, Luke Littler delivers with style. Unbelievable scenes in Visa. The crowd rises one. Rob Cross acknowledges it with an embrace as well. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from Luke Littler.
Soak it in, Belgium. What have you just witnessed? What is it about this young kid and the first event he plays in PDC darts?
Littler on 2. I mean, let's not lose sight of the bigger picture. 6 apiece. The average is still absolutely sky high as well. Rob Cross is actually averaging 111 nearly at the moment.
Can I put my nerd hat on for a second?
Well, be quick.
Luke Littler has hit a 9-dart leg on Jack McKenna's birthday. That was Paul Lim's opponent in 1990. Happy birthday, Jack.
Seems to be everyone's birthday this weekend. Rob Cross, what's he got here? Because he will be brutally aware that 167 is well within range. Littler, just a single 20 and a single 3. Little slip up here from Littler, and that might open things up for Rob Cross for a break of throw. It would be a 5th break of throw, a 3rd for Cross, and it could well be decisive. How many times have we seen it? The executor of the 9-darter coming away with nothing in terms of the first prize.
Cross needs the bullseye in a silent October Haller. It's not silent anymore. Now, we've got a situation that we had on the European Tour last year. And what Rob does now with this visit. 139 plus would be nice.
Yeah, well, questions are being asked here from Rob Cross, aren't they?
He's going downstairs. That gets him to 2-dart territory. There was an argument for going for the max. However, Littler needs this to save the match. Bullseye. Match-winning chance for Cross. Does he get a match dart to put Littler away on debut? Cross for his 2nd European Tour title in a 2nd country.
Well, he picked one up in Sindelfingen last season. Single 20. Decision time. It's got to be tops. Doesn't find the target with the first dart and gets one for good measure with the 2nd to lead himself double 10. How ironic it would be if Cross wraps it up with double 10. But Littler on double 10 himself. He's missed it this time just when he needed it most. Double 5. And we are going all the way in Visa. And it's...
Is he David Beckham or is he Luke Littler on that last dart? Round the wall in the bottom corner. Bravo. Secondly, he's in the last leg decider. Rob Cross is averaging nearly 110.
Littler has the darts. 96 with his first visit. 180 with his 2nd. He's in the driving seat once again. Cross, though, will look to just get himself back in the frame. I would not rule it out.
First time anybody's got to 3180s in a European Tour event. He's not just seen the record, he's passed it and sprinting still. 225 and 6 would give him the title. 120 left. Rob Cross has not had a match dart. That's how you win darts matches. One of the premier European Tour finals we've ever had in the 13 seasons we've been going. This is a match-winning chance, a championship-winning chance.
Shanghai for Littler for the title. Can't find the treble.
100.
Look, it's tens. It's had its part in this final, and it may be the final shot. Watch out, darting world. It's Luke Littler's world, and we're just living in it by the looks of it.
Well, double 10 has served him so well this weekend. Once again, it's double 5, as it was in the previous leg. And on his European Tour debut, it's another astonishing chapter in this remarkable adventure for this remarkable 17-year-old darts player from the northwest of England, Luke Littler, with his biggest individual paycheck since the World Championship.